for success in this semi-final to rescue their disappointing season. And they're forced to take a risk on the fitness of skipper Andy Townsend and record signing Dennis Wise, who both played despite injury. Youngsters Graham Stewart and Damien Matthew also return after being left out last week in this Chelsea formation, with the experienced strikers Kerry Dixon and Gordon Durie playing a vital role. Sheffield Wednesday, appearing in their first ever semi-final in this competition, have already won away ties on two First Division grounds, Derby and Coventry. But their FA Cup defeat at Cambridge forced Ron Atkinson to make team changes. However, he's gone for experience again today, bringing back Phil King, Danny Wilson, and retaining Trevor Francis to play up front alongside one of the country's most prolific goal scorers, David Hirst. The referee is Mr. Ron Groves from Weston-super-Mare, who sets the match underway with Chelsea all in blue, attacking from left to right against second division Sheffield Wednesday in their change strip of all yellow. Dave Besant, the enormous Chelsea goalkeeper, will try to use the windy conditions to get the ball as deep as he can here early on and pressurise the Wednesday defence. Dixon's header, a good one down for young Stewart. King got it away from him, but only as far as Wise. And turned in towards Durie, who took it at full stretch, and Worthington forced to hook the ball away for a corner. Well, Gordon Durie's just returned to the side after a 3-match suspension and looks very sharp. Worthington happy to get it away then in a position of real danger to Sheffield Wednesday. Wise chipping it into the near post, the back header, and Turner did well under pressure from Jason Cundy to take the ball so cleanly. Played here for Sunderland in the 1985 semi-final, which Sunderland won, and really tested by that Kerry Dixon back header then. Keeping. Stewart, the target for this kick, and Stewart it is who wins it for Chelsea. Harkes is right behind him. Townsend doing well to keep the ball in play, and that's a great cross, tipped away, but still danger. Wise, another great save. Oh, Turner did so well then. Excellent goalkeeping by Chris Turner, and Dennis Wise cannot believe that the Wednesday keeper kept out both those shots. What a superb cross by Andy Townsend to set up the danger. Turner stretching for this one. Wise saw him denied, and again. Well, that really was a marvellous build-up, and Townsend here, how he kept it in play, let alone made a cross of that quality, is a tribute to his ability. And Turner must have thought he was in trouble here on the ground at this point, and yet still got to Wise's shot and the bouncing ball. And certainly relief on the Sheffield Wednesday bench. Viv Anderson, who's cup-tied in the centre there. Cundy's towering header. Dixon did well. Townsend takes over. Good running from Townsend. A great claim for handball then, as Harkes got it away. The linesman was perfectly placed and didn't move a muscle. Andy Townsend appealed immediately. Chelsea are having to get on with it though. Dixon's header. Turner punches it away under pressure again from Wise, and the referee has whistled. It's a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday, and another opportunity has been denied Chelsea by Chris Turner. They were still appealing for the free kick, some of the Chelsea supporters, when the ball was played in here, and Dixon with a very deliberate header towards the far post. Dixon, turned forward by Stewart. Palmer intercepted just ahead of Townsend. Good ball from Sheridan. This is King. Worthington outside him. He looks for Palmer and finds him. And Palmer's done well here. And a good cross. Besant poured it behind for the corner. Now, Sheffield Wednesday are very, very dangerous at corners. And as Besant was forced to turn Palmer's cross behind, he'll know where the danger is coming from, particularly Nigel Pearson, the captain. And Chelsea respond to that danger by conceding another corner. Matthew heading the ball behind. Pearson on the near post, number 6. 5 is Peter Shirtliff, the other centre-half. And there's David Hirst, their leading goal scorer. They pose an awful lot of problems in these situations. In short, Jury got it away. Chelsea defended well against those 2 corners. But Harkes turns it dangerously back in. And Besant at 6'4", ideally built to deal with them. A very good-natured confrontation between Palmer and Besant. And Worthington couldn't keep it in. Chelsea's throw. Jury, Stewart, Matthew, good ball back to Jury. It was a great opening, and Gordon Jury will know he should have done better. Lovely little ball played through to Jury. He had a perfect sight of goal. Ten goals this season, 3 of them in this competition, and Gordon Jury won't get many better chances than that today, I wouldn't think. Hirst back header. Worthington. Hirst again. Francis. Oh dear. Cundy intercepts for Chelsea, and that's a lovely little ball. Stewart has got round Palmer. Whoops, a daisy. A neat little back heeler from Harkes. Sheridan. Acres of space in the middle of the park here for Wilson. And Worthington. Sheffield Wednesday looking threatening here. King. And back in it comes towards Hirst, and the acrobatic effort. And away by Townsend. Sheridan still in there. And Chelsea fortunate to survive perhaps then. As Stewart goes down to the ground and Chelsea get the free kick. They were in all sorts of trouble in that previous Sheffield Wednesday attack. Wednesday had 5 men forward. Francis with the header here. And that spectacular attempt. And it's straight at Sheridan's feet. Dorigo. Beaten Wilson. Matthew with a nice little ball out to Jury on the left. Good play by Jury. Oh, the header by Stewart over the crossbar. And he will know that he was close enough to threaten the Wednesday goal then. Excellent play by the Scotsman Jury on the left. And a really good cross, picking out Stewart, who was right over the header. Wise. The referee's had a look at his watch. This could be the last opening of the half for Chelsea. And as Palmer brings Wise down, I'm certain it'll be the last free kick. We're already into time being added for stoppages here. So Chelsea would be well advised to make the most of this opportunity. Wise with the free kick. Dixon trying to get in behind the defenders. Shirtliff was again very strong when he needed to be. And that is the end of the first half. An entertaining 45 minutes at Stamford Bridge. 2 very evenly matched sides. Chris Turner made 2 or 3 really important saves for Sheffield Wednesday. Gordon Jury was probably Chelsea's best player of the half, but also missed their best opportunity. And at half-time at Stamford Bridge, it's Chelsea 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Well, it's 25 years since Sheffield Wednesday reached the Wembley final, and Chelsea know that it's going to be a difficult second leg for them at Hillsborough if they can't get at least a goal here in the second half. Ron Atkinson down in the tunnel to be as close to the action as possible. I'm not too happy about something. Dorigo reading the danger well. Townsend. Oh, a tremendous effort and a brilliant one-handed save. Andy Townsend, who scored his first Chelsea goals in this competition earlier this season at Walsall, hit that one beautifully along the deck all the way and just kept out by Turner. Short this time, but it ends up with Wise again and turned in towards Jury, and the shot by Stewart, and again I'm afraid the youngster didn't really have the targets correctly in his sight. Onkao just about got it away from Hurst, but straight to King, who finds Worthington. Palmer turning it on. Francis and Cundy, and Francis gets there, and he was unlucky then, Trevor Francis, and may have hurt himself falling into the advertising hoarding. That must have been very painful. He just caught himself, I think, on the top of the advert. He'd done well in that chase for possession with the much younger man, Jason Cundy, and wins the free kick. Wise a little too close to the ball, and the referee has signalled him to come back. Worthington. Dangerous, and he's done it again. Besant's mistake, but what could he do about that, as Shirtley was in the right place at the right time. And the trick that Wednesday play from this free kick has worked once more for them. The ball cut back to Worthington when everybody was expecting the initial cross here from Sheridan. And it's worked so many times for them this season. It's usually Pearson who gets on the end of them. This time it was Shirtley. Same result. And Sheffield Wednesday are in front. The second division team lead by 1-0. 7 minutes into the second half. Trevor Francis on to Palmer. And a dangerous looking cross. Sheridan completely missed kicks. Worthington is there. Hall gets it back off him. Worthington's foul. Ron Atkinson looking calm and controlled, but inwardly, I'm sure, absolutely delighted at Shirtley's goal. Francis dispossessed. Townsend ran straight into Wilson, and the referee decided that Wilson deliberately obstructed him. Townsend's kick. Dixon with the backward header. Jury gets in there. Turner in the right place again. That was danger, though, for Sheffield Wednesday. All stemming from Townsend's little chipped-in free kick. Dixon with the first header. Jury the second. Dorigo. Lasso beaten by Harks. Then Dorigo in quickly again. Palmer now for Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, that's a terrible back pass. He couldn't possibly have seen Wise. Can he punish him? He can't. And for that, they have to thank Shirtley again. Harks keeping it in play. Wise is there again. That's a good-looking cross. Dixon with the header. Pearson gets it clear. It's a corner. It could have been much, much worse for Sheffield Wednesday. Palmer holds up his hands and admits to the error. It was nearly a fatal one as far as Sheffield Wednesday were concerned. He just didn't see Wise. He knows it was a terrible mistake. The attendance here at Stamford Bridge today, just over 34,000. Townsend's header. Sheridan to Hurst. King. Williams, that's a good little ball from Williams, and there's real danger here, and Sheffield Wednesday have got a second, and inevitably it's Hurst who scored it. Turner celebrates, Besant dejected, and David Hurst's 24th goal of the season could just be Sheffield Wednesday's passport to Wembley. It's given them a 2-0 lead in the first leg away from home. A lovely build-up as well, and Williams with that deft little header, finding Hurst. He's lethal in that position. Chelsea 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2. And a vital piece of daylight opens up for the second division team now. With Hillsborough to come on Wednesday, they are firmly in the position of favourites to reach their first Wembley final in 25 years now. Jury for Chelsea. Dixon going in hard. This is Townsend. Chelsea have got to get something back. It's as simple as that. If they're 2-0 down with the away leg to come, they are in trouble, big trouble. And Moncau's lost out here to Hurst again, and he's got Williams with him, and he's going all the way! Oh, what a save in the end by Besant. And Chelsea have fallen apart.
We know how dangerous they are. You know, they've been to Tottenham and won 3-0 in the last leg, in the last match. So, what we've done, we've given ourselves a hell of a start.
In this tournament, we've won all our games away from home. And if we can derive some strength out of the fact that we went to Spurs and we beat them 3-0 at their place, well, that's what the boys are talking about. We'll have to do another Spurs.
I guess you'll say, after the disappointment of relegation last season, you don't want anything to stand in the way of the promotion push.
Exactly right. But I think promotion may take a little bit of a backseat till after Wednesday night this week.
Do you accept that you are now the big favourites?
I think we're favourites. Understandably so, but...